Yo, what's going on? This your boy Nick. Just want to come to you guys talking about a little relationship. You know, um, Relationships are not hard. They're really not. If you got two people who actually love each other, that are willing to go through anything together, that will have each other's back, then relationships can be just as easy as you want them to be. It's just that when you have a relationship when one person clearly loves the other one more than that person is when you'll have problems. Because anytime you have adversity, if that person first thing they want to do is leave the relationship, they don't really want to be in a relationship. You can't want to be in a relationship only when you're happy, and then when you're upset, you no longer want to be in a relationship. That's not even a real relationship. It's like two different people being in a relationship, and that won't ever survive. So I'm here trying to tell people, like, honestly, be with who you want to be with. If you're in a relationship and the first thing you want to do when you get upset, you want to leave, then you're not happy with that person. It's not that you're not happy with the situations. You're not happy with that person. Because people who want to be in relationships stay in relationships through the thick and thin, because that's what relationships are. Now, fellas, if you're in a relationship, there's no rule book to saying a man can't do this for his lady or can't do that for your lady. Go all out for your woman. It should be whatever makes her happy. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't try to change who you are as a person to make someone happy, because in the end, you won't be happy. If she can't accept you for who you are, then you guys shouldn't be together anyway, and vice versa if you can't accept her for who she is. Now, there are things that disrupt relationships: jealousy, insecurity, lies, cheating. These things have no place in relationships. Do they happen? Yes, they always happen. But don't let that type of stuff into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, be happy. You want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take a lot to be happy. God, it doesn't take a lot to be happy. You guys already know what your agenda is. You know if you love somebody unconditionally. Now, if you got somebody that's always breaking up with you every time they get mad, that's not unconditional love. They loved you with conditions. In that case, you might want to run, because that's not going to stop, because until they actually start to love you. Everybody loves you when the conditions are right. Like, it's easy to love a person when the conditions are right. But what makes it true love is when you love that person through those controversial times, through those situations where things don't seem like they right. That's when you loving somebody. But if every time you get upset or you think that person is doing something wrong, the first thing you want to do is break it off, you don't really want to be with that person. And the thing is, if a person don't want to be with you, you just gotta let them leave. You can't keep holding on to people who don't want to stay in your life, because all that's going to do is make you miserable. Now, on the other hand, if you're in a relationship and you're doing something awful, you need to be by yourself. Guys, if you're out here doing whatever, thinking it's cool, and then coming home to your lady or whatnot, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Keep your dick in your pants. Ladies, keep your legs closed. But I don't think people understand what love is. So I'm going to kind of give my definition what I think love is. Love is kind. Love is peaceful. Love is unconditional. Love is something that you can't tell me anything about my person, because I know, because I watch them. I look at them every day. I admire them. I worship the ground they walk on. So I know who to believe and who not to believe. And even then, if I don't see it for myself, I still not going to, I'm not going to believe it. You can't come tell me something about my lady and, think that I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, no, you can't do that. But don't always assume. Don't go looking for it. Because Satan is always busy. You know what I'm saying? You always going to say, yeah, this person doing that, person doing that. But I'm going to tell you something like this. If you go looking for something, Satan's going to make sure you find it. And the sadder part about it is if you already thinking it and he knows you're already thinking it, he knows that whatever he puts in your face, you're going to believe. Also, let me touch on this. Ladies and gentlemen, stop checking each other's cell phones. Yo, that shit is for little kids. Not only that, you can't interpret what a text message say based off of what you feel. Because that's not always how it was said. So don't go jump to conclusions about how something was said in a text message when it probably wasn't even meant anything like that. So that's my thing on relationships. Now, people, men, let me talk to you guys for a minute. All right. We got to do better as men. We got to step up. We got to be better role models. We got to be better husbands. We got to be better friends. We got to be better employees. Like, the male egotistical attitudes, guys, that stuff need to go out the window. Like, for real. Being an asshole is not what it is. You can't expect to be a happy man when you can't even be happy yourself. A lot of times we think drinking beer, hanging out, that really doesn't define who you are. That's what you like to do. But that doesn't define you as a man because you go out and drink Hennessy or you smoke cigarettes or smoke weed or got big rims on your car or whatever. That doesn't make you a man. Anybody can do that. What makes you a man is accepting your responsibilities, taking yourself, being a good man to your woman, taking care of your kids, holding down a job. That's what makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? Believing in God. Knowing that no matter what comes your way, if you believe in him, any obstacle you can pass. Any. So, be a man. Women, let me holler at y'all for a minute. Yeah, I know it's your bodies. But leave a little something for a man's imagination. You walk around looking skimpy and advertising yourself. But what you're doing is advertising that I want to fuck. To a man, I'm giving it to you straight up from a male perspective. You dressing skimpy, showing your breasts, cleavage, or whatever y'all want to call it. Either way it go, yeah, it's nice to look at, yeah. But don't get mad at a man if he come at you based on sex. Because first thing you got to understand is men are visual. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, all they needed was a pretty face. They didn't need to have skimpy clothes on. They didn't have to have on half-ass dress, ass showing and getting new booties and shit. Come on, man. It's unnecessary. A man will love you regardless of if you had that or not. But it's up to you whether you want to be seen as a piece of meat or as a wifey material. All right? So, I'm going to go back to the relationship stuff. Guys, it's easy. Relationships are only as hard as you make them. Now, if you're insecure, male or female, get you some help before you get into a relationship. Because I'm telling you now, you will ruin a relationship. It's 2019. If you were in a relationship at the end of 2018, 2019 should have been a fresh start. Ladies, gentlemen, if you're still holding on to anything somebody did in 2018, get out the relationship. If you still using the past against a guy, get out the relationship. If you still holding the past against a female, get out the relationship. You're not going to be happy because everything in your mind is already negative. Everything about that person is going to be negative. So why waste each other time when you know it ain't going to work in the first place? We got to keep it real in 2019. It's time out for these fake relationships. It's time out for jealousy, insecurities. Ladies, especially beautiful ladies, what do you got to be insecure about? You got to have certain things in relationships for it to make it. Trust, love, affection, honesty, commitment. All these things make a good recipe for a relationship. You can't have one without having the others and think you can have a good relationship. Ladies, if you're out here dogging your man out, you're wrong. Because at the end of the day, he's a man first. Ladies, you got to stop degrading your men. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you definitely got to stop degrading your women. Their mothers didn't name them bitches. Their mothers didn't name them whores. Or excuse me, black term, hoes. You can't look at a woman and go ahead and perceive her a certain way just because of how she dressed. Now understand that, yeah, we are visual and we're going to look at things a certain way, but who are we to judge that person? It's 2019, people. It's time to check out from all the negativity. It's time to check out from all the bad vibes. Honestly, if you don't want to be with somebody, get out of it. Let it go, man. Don't stay in relationships that you know you don't want to be in. Like, seriously, if you breaking up with somebody every time you get upset, trust me, you don't really want to be in that relationship. It don't matter what other people say. Everybody else can say, girl, you making a mistake. You should be with that person. That man treats you good. If you're not 100% invested in it, then every time you do get upset, you will say, I want out. But when you give 100% of your heart, the only person that can remove that person from you is God himself. Especially if you have a good man. Or if you have a good woman, vice versa. I'm not just talking about ladies. This also goes for men. Men, you have good women cooking for you. Someone to rub your back for you. May run your bath water for you. You know what I'm saying? This woman who loves you, shows you all kind of love and affection every day. She's showing you how much she loves you. Go to church with you. Will go to bat for you. That's love, dudes. But you out here messing with the neighborhood freak just for a quick nut. Get that nut from your woman. You know what I'm saying? And ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have more sex in relationships. You know, y'all don't understand the actual emotional chemistry or chemicals within the body that are produced from having sex. So you gotta engage in that more often. You got to. But honestly, your relationships should bring joy to you, not pain. If you're upset the majority of your relationship, that's not a relationship for you. If you're sad or crying or mad, all the negative emotions, the majority of your relationship, it's time for you to find another relationship. Because that one's not going to work for you. But then again, you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. If you're not happy with you, of course, doesn't matter what a person does, you'll never be happy with them. And the thing is, you can pretend and fake to love somebody all you want. When things don't go your way, that unhappiness will show. it will automatically show, because that's not where you want to be. Your heart is not there. And when your heart is not there, you're not going to be there. You may physically be somebody, but emotionally, you're not there. So, guys, if you know you're not in love with her, get out. Ladies, if you know you're not in love with him, get out. No one says that you got to stay with somebody. No one. Because in the end, you hurting yourself more than you hurting them. You're wasting each other's time. So just leave the relationship. They're not hard. Guys, buy flowers for your ladies. Run their bath water. Cook for them. Rub their back. Rub their feet. If they had a hard day at work, talk to them. Hey, babe, how was your day? Ladies don't have to be the only ones to do this, though. Guys, we can do that too. Listen to them. A lot of times, a woman will tell you how to love them. Vice versa, men will tell you how to love them too. Take me. I love affection. I love for my woman to rub me and all of that. That makes me happy. I love conversation. So it's not hard to be in a relationship when all you gotta do is just listen to your partner. Everybody shows you how to love them. The only people who don't is a mute. And that's only because you don't understand them. So let's get it right in 2019, fellas. Let's stop playing around. Guys, if you've been with a woman for 3 years, man, get down on that knee and propose to her if you know that's who you want to be with. Stop all of this shacking. God didn't intend for us to be shacking. He intended for us to be married. So if you've been with her for 2+ years, dude, put a ring on it. And don't just put a ring on it, set a date and get married. Come on, man. It's 2019, man. Come on, we got to do better. As men, we have to do better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm charging it to all of you guys to come on. Love your women. Women, love your men. Don't be out here in the street talking about your man. Don't be out here in the street talking about your woman. Love each other. Pray with each other. Go to church with each other. Be a team. Because I can guarantee you a team is always better than an individual. I was listening to the radio on my way here in Orlando, and they was talking about happy single. God didn't intend for us to be single. When you go to bed at night and you want somebody to hold you, that loneliness, that's God telling you, saying, hey, I didn't intend for you to be single. That's why you're lonely. That's why you're always seeing, pictures of people in couples and being married. Because God told you, I didn't intend for you to be a single person. So how can you be happily single? I thought that was a bunch of bull. I'm just going to be honest. But don't be in an unhappy relationship either. He didn't say be with somebody that's not going to treat you right. He didn't say be with somebody that's going to dog you. He didn't say be with somebody who's not going to respect you. Be happy. Love is about happiness, peace, communication, understanding, unconditional. That's what love is. If you don't have that, you don't have love. I love my woman more than anything. And I want to be happy. So ladies, be happy. Guys, be happy. If you're not happy, the best thing to do, get out. Because it ain't worth it. This is Nick P signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will holler at you again in the near future. Peace out.